Pagliacci is a really great first-time experience at the opera for a number of reasons. One is it's not that long. It's about, with intermission, it's a little over 2 hours long, maybe. It also is it's a great first opera because the music is very accessible, very exciting, very intense. The story is easy to follow. The story is very logically laid out and very clear of who the good guys and bad guys are and how the characters work. And I think the biggest reason is it works like a modern-day movie in that it is, you could come into it and not know anything about the show and be totally blown away by it. Dramatically, it's one of the most intense things you'll experience. Opera, for the most part, before this time, dealt with stories about kings and queens or some fantastic elements, and the Verismo movement was a group of young composers that wanted to shake things up, and they wanted to embrace everyday, gritty life. And so Pagliacci does just that. Even though it is about a touring carnival group of clowns, it is at its heart a very realistic and gritty human drama about love, hate, betrayal, deceit. And so when it premiered, it shocked a lot of people. That was the intent. It shocked the older audience, definitely, because this was something very new and very different and far too real, emotionally. What the piece really is about is Nedda, the wife of Canio the clown, is having an affair with Silvio, another man. And little by little, Canio suspects something, then he finds out for sure that she is being unfaithful, but he can't deal with that knowledge immediately because they have a clown show to do. And so he decides to suppress all of his feelings and go ahead, the show must go on and do that, which leads to a very famous aria called Vesti la Giubba, one of the big tenor arias in which he sings, the tenor sings, I've got to put on my makeup and pretend to be happy and pretend things are fine, even though I am dying inside. And in the second half of the show, the clown show begins, and all of this angst he has pushed down inside starts coming out during the show. And so it breaks this wall of what's real and what's not, and when he goes off script, as they say. And it keeps going and escalating further and further. And even today, though, it's quite exciting and kind of shocking where the plot goes. The tenor of the show is Allan Glassman, who I've known for about 10 years now. I've been trying to get him to Nashville, but he has been very busy. He's been at the Metropolitan Opera for 30 years singing, and still is, in fact. This is one of his big roles, and so he's going to be so terrific in this, I can't tell you. The baritone in this is Todd Thomas, who has been with us a number of times. Todd's also been with the Met and with Michigan and other big companies, and this is one of his signature roles as well. Todd is a very nice guy in real life, but he plays a very evil, nasty clown in this. The soprano in this, who's singing Nedda, is Elizabeth Caballero. This too, Nedda is one of her big roles. She's one of the top sopranos around today. This is one of my favorite operas. My favorite operas to do, to direct, and to do on the stage. But it's also one I like listening to because I love the music in this. The music in this is full of passion and intensity, and the show ends with one of the big famous lines of opera, a spoken line, in which one character steps forward and talks directly to the audience, and he says, "La commedia è finita," which means the comedy's over.